Good morning, everyone. Today I would like to talk about the video named As We Were Children. This is video explain about childhood of 90s children. This also explained about this is a life story of also a boy and a girl named as Lina and Gil. This article explain about the Canadian children will join government school to learn about the Christian religion. Lina, when reached in the school in the car, she was very afraid. The nun took her to the bathroom, and after taking bath, her hair was dried and DT spray was sprayed on her hair. Then she did prayed on her knees according to the nun's instruction. Next day, she again took to the bathroom, then had a shower, and yellow water was drained from her hair, and the hair was cut down. All the girls were sent to the dining room. There was also a story of a boy named as Gil in 1958 who was living in southern Saskatchewan. As he was playing in a school, most of the boys were playing, but he was sitting under a tree as he considered the school as a jail. Uh, the all the students were sent to the classroom to learn about the English and other things about the religion. They were forced to learn the English as it was considered as God language. They should to they should be white. The boy in the church was a translator who translate into the English into the French for the new students. After that, Lina and all students were sent to the classroom, and 10 tokens were distributed among every children. If anybody speaks native language, then one token was taken out from them, and Lina had was shocked. After that, all children were sent to the dining room. She haven't had her meal and was thinking why were not allowed to talk about each and touch to everyone. If anyone speaks native language, then one token was taken from her. Then they have to give the punishment like there they have to hold their lung for the long time. One day Glenn was playing into the playground. His ball went outside from the school into the bushes. Then he hid himself. But then suddenly he came into the school, and at the same night Glenn was pretending he was sleeping, but actually he was not. A boy who was sleeping beside him taken out from the bedroom. Nobody knows where he go. Next day he was picking up all the things toward the car. He asked him where he is going. He said to the home. Next day, Clem was getting ready to the home. Then he was ordered to enter to the god house according to the priest instruction. Then they enter into a room. There was a hole with stairs. Then they went through it. Then he sent into old dirty room which was hidden into the basement. It was a cell. And another side liner, a girl was showing painting to the liner that which was divided into three factors. On the above there was heaven, in the middle there was something mediocre, and on the uh, bottom there was a hell, which explained that if we do that then we have to go there, if we do that then we have to go there. After that she went to the classroom. Then she became unconscious. She sent to the nurse and she said to eat her something, but she didn't eat anything else. Then the nurse left her alone into the room. Then Lina came in out of her room and entered to the boys' room. A priest was doing something in the bedroom with the boys because all the boys were crying. The priest shouted on the liner to leave their room. She left and rushed into her room. She was scared. Next night, priest came into her room and he raped her when she was crying. He put his hand on her Lana's mouth. On the another side, uh, Gillen was in the jail. The priest came into the into the cell and gave him food. After that, a priest opened door cell, another cell in which there was a girl. Then he touched his face, and another priest closed the door from outside with her. Glenn was listening. She was crying, and he covered his ear with his hand. And later, the priest left. In that school, there were a lot of children who were sexually abused, both girls and boys. Next day, a nun came into the cell, and see Glenn was there with half-eaten food, and he was dirty. And then she comforted her. Then two priests came there. They asked them why he is here, and then they said none of our business. She replied, "It is," and threatened them that she will tell to everyone. He tells her that he will not. She said if she will tell to and nobody care. She shouted on them and said him to get out from there. Then they both left. Then the Glen told them to help a girl who was in a cell, but she wasn't there. There were some good people also in the school. Then she washed him. He said thank you to the nun, and the nun asked for sorry, and then she gone. Then the priest was get out of from the school. Glenn was and a official watched the priest get into the car. The Glenn never asked for go to school because he know if he will ask, then again he will send to the that cell. And then another day he met to his cousin who was sent to his home, but actually not. Then again they throw ball into the bushes, all of then those boys went to the roadside and reached at a home silver house where they get sandwiches and some other food. They told that they haven't got good food in the school, as both students were missing in the school. Then uh, the priest asked to other students, but no one speaks anything. Then a priest came into that house. They took to the school, sent them into the classroom with other students. Uh, then a priest was bitten to that student with the belt, but he was unable. All the boys defeated him. They pushes him onto the table. Then he called more priests with the belt. They beated them. They kept uh, they ke- they kept they kept those boys into a room for a week. In 1965, a new girl came at uh, a game. Lina helped her at night. A girl was crying because she was hungry. Then Lina waked up and moved her to the bed and moved her hair on the head so that she can sleep. Then she slept. Next day, Lina brings fresh food for the nuns, the priest, but they had to eat the food, bad food. Then Lina sent to the kitchen to wash the dishes. Then she saw some apples and bread. Then she stolen that apples and bread into her pocket at the night. Then she served that breads and all the things to the small children, all the other children, so that they can come up with their hunger and eat something good. Then the nun saw her. Then they spoke that she don't care if she will punish her because she is distributing food to the students. Then the nun sister named as Mary take all the girls to the kitchen and distributed breads and some breads. In 1916, the nun came into the bedroom awake all the students. That was the last day of Gil and Lana because they become 18 years old. Now have to go to their house, as Gil's parents were died and some of them suicided, so he became orphan. But when Lina came to her house, he went to her house in a car. Then another side, Gil wanted to suicide himself with a rifle, but he was unable because he saw two small children. Then he downed his knees and hugged them. In on 11 June 2008, the Prime Minister